Hi guys, it's Anna and welcome to Cooking with Karma. Now I've been asked this question a few times, what are must-have essential ingredients that I have in the fridge or cupboard for baking? So I thought what better way to answer that question than to show you in a video. So if you're thinking of starting off baking for the first time, I hope you find this video really informative. So let's get started and I'll show you my must-have baking essentials. Now, one of the first baking essentials is unsalted butter, but if you don't like dairy, you can always try Nuttelex, which is a great substitute. Next up is eggs. Now, of course, if you're vegetarian, sometimes eggs can be substituted with oil in certain recipes. Next up is long life milk. Now, I always tend to have this in the cupboard. Not only is it great for baking, but it's perfect for unexpected guests. And I always have a dairy and non-dairy option. Next up comes vanilla. Now there's different forms of vanilla. We have paste, extract and essence. I have to say my favourite are between the paste and the extract. Now a little pinch of salt can go a long way and it tends to enhance the flavour of certain ingredients in cooking. Now if you're a bit of a chocoholic like I am, I like to have a few different types of chocolate ready at hand. Of course you need some baking chocolate either in milk or dark, and chocolate chips never go astray as well. Another baking essential is of course flour. Now I tend to buy plain flour because you can always add baking powder if the recipe requires. Next up is sugar. Caster sugar or superfine sugar is pretty much an essential in baking, but of course if you're watching your health and calories, a natural sweetener just like Natvia is a great substitute. Or another alternative is coconut sugar. Brown sugar is a must for any cupboard, as well as icing sugar to make any frosting for those delicious cakes that you'll be baking. Another great sweetener is honey. Glucose syrup is another sweetener that also adds volume and texture. Next up is corn flour, which is a white starch that's used as a thickening agent. Again, more chocolate with cocoa powder, but of course if you're looking for a healthier option, you can try cacao powder. Another essential is baking powder and baking soda, but the difference between the two is a whole nother video. When it comes to spices, the two essentials I love to have in the cupboard are cinnamon and nutmeg. Both add a delicious hint of flavour to both cakes and muffins. Now, next up is oil. Now my two essentials are coconut oil because of the health benefits and also vegetable oil. Olive oil is always good to have on hand as well, but I don't tend to use it in baking. Now the next two things, rolled oats and coconut, are probably not used as much in cooking as the other ingredients, but I always have them on hand. And last but certainly not least, sprinkles. What kind of baker would you be without them? So there you have it, they're my baking ingredient essentials. Now of course if you are starting off baking for the first time, you don't have to run out and buy them all in one go. What I tend to do is when I go to the shops I keep an eye out, and if something's on special, that's the time to grab it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great week. Bye.